Mike Perlak here after a 12-hour workday to entertain you, all hopped up and ready to go to entertain you with the help of Axel F. Bow 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 bow. Bow 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 bow. Doop 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 doop. I was listening to a homemade tape I made when I was 14 or 15, labeled movie music tape 1. And that was on there, but the tape got no label, so I couldn't remember if that was from Beverly Hills Cop or Miami Vice. I couldn't remember. That's the generation before me, technically. So I wanted to get one out there before I lose the sunlight and talk about. I commented on somebody's comment on a Dennis Prager speech. Dennis Prager is kind of an advocate for God and traditional values, and anyways, the person made a comment of, the world is sick of this BS, or something to that extent. And I commented, yeah, they'd rather have that Karl Marx socialist stuff. And the person commented back, oh, your opinion is moot, blah, blah, blah. I forget everything. What they said, oh God, what the hell did they say? Oh yeah, they something to the extent that they're happy whatever, they're happy and content with whatever life throws at them, and I commented back, well, if you have no standards, I guess you're more than happy to bend over and bend to the will of your self-appointed masters. And, the God I believe in has standards. And thank God for that. Thank God God has standards. A God with no standards, that's downright scary if you ask me. They say that God hates sin. That's just the elementary way of saying God has standards. I mean, you could argue that I thought the idea of God is supposed to be that of being accepting, and yes, God's love is unconditional through repent. Probably why the left is willing to worship powers over them with no question, I guess, because the left says government is better than God because it gives me what I want. Of course, it gets it from those who work for it, just to give it to them. And it holds me to no standards. The government holds me to no standards. Well, I think Thomas Sowell would beg to differ on that point. Oh yeah, socialism is going to be so great until you're starving. And then by then it's too late. Just ask people from Venezuela and Cuba and Central America. So I say, thank God God has standards. I think, a God that doesn't have standards, yeah, that's scary to me. Now, what do you think of this Delta V? Or as I like to call it, the Democratic Party's attempt to hold on to the House and Senate. Sorry, I got sidetracked. Okay, I wholeheartedly hope that God is the embodiment of feminine strength, agility, compassion, and love, because I've never experienced that. Not in this world. But a God whom created all things, I think is entitled to a few standards. Perhaps my own standards are a little too high for these lowly females. All right, it's 3 things that are important to existing in this world: sleep, exercise, and mental withdrawal from this world for the sake of mental health. Some call it meditation, some call it praying, whatever you want to call it. It's essential. And with that, I better go home and get some sleep because I'm probably going to be doing 12 hours again tomorrow. Mike Perlak, thank you for your time.